I was sitting here, I just woke up, and I was thinking about something. I was always wondering why I had a fear of going to the doctors, and when I was sick, dealing with other men or women taking care of my health and all the other things that come along with it. And now I realize what it is, what it was the whole time, why I don't like going to the doctor. Because there's some things I have to go to the doctors for myself, and I won't bring myself to call a doctor. Like my shoulder is messed up. I'm getting, some tightness in my chest a little bit. My back is screwed up, my lower back. There's a couple things that I need to go to the doctors for. And the reason why I don't want to go to the doctor, I finally understand now why I don't want to go to the doctor. Because a lot of people that are at these jobs, they're there because it's a job for them. It's not because they actually love saving people or helping people. I don't want to say save because you can't save anyone. We're all going to die one day. But most of them, they're there specifically for a job. And when I think like that somebody's there for a job, then it makes me think that they're not concerned about my well-being. I'm just another number. I'm just another, meat that's on the line for production, basically. I feel like a cattle going to a place to be slaughtered almost. That's how it kind of feels in a way. In a way, it feels like that. Not really, though. But yeah, I finally understand this now. That's why I don't want to go, because here's how I see everything in life. And if I'm shaking, I'm a little cold. I got the window open. I'm getting some sun here. But yeah, here's how I see everything in life. You either do it because you actually want to do it and you actually have a passion for it and you love to do it. Or, and I understand some people, you are working at jobs that you necessarily don't want to work at, but you need to get money. You need to make a living. I understand all that. But I don't think that nurses and doctors and people that are supposed to help my well-being and others' well-being, I don't think that they should be in positions like this. I really don't think that they should be in positions like this. And I'm really shaky this morning. When I get up, I'm always shaky. So if you see the camera shaking, then it's, me shaking. But yeah, there's a lot of things I need to go to the doctors for. I need to go to the doctors. My nerves are not too great. Like I said, I got visual things going on from a concussion from 17 years ago that I never got. You know, I've been having problems for years and years with this stuff. But I keep hesitating to go to a doctor because, and I know a lot of you, you're thinking, well, call a doctor, go to the doctor. Why are you telling me about this? It's just me explaining why all these years I haven't went to someone and I haven't did something, because I know most of them, it's sorry to say, they'll act like they give a shit about your life and your well-being because they're doctors. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to down doctors. I don't want to talk shit about doctors, people that are supposed to preserve human life, people that are supposed to, when the time comes when someone is ultimately going to suffer and you know that they're going to die, figure out a way to make this person as comfortable as possible, or to, if they don't want to keep going through that, then to let them make a decision to move on if that's what they want to do. You know, and it really pisses me off, because I know I've been to this will be my third go around going to different doctors, you know, time after time after time, if I do this. And no, this is my fourth time around, because I went and got my Hep C treatment about 2 years ago. No, a year and 9 months, a year and 10 months ago. I got that done. I got that out the way. And that did help. That did help. It helped with me not feeling so groggy and feeling so fatigued all the time. And it was horrible. Like, I felt completely horrible for a long time, years, like probably 16, 17 years. I felt like shit every single day. Now I have times where I can go days not feeling so bad, but then I have days where I feel horrible. And it's just this back and forth thing. But the problems I'm having, it's kind of almost like I have to deal with them. It's kind of like you just got to deal with them and suck it up. It's like, and I shouldn't think like that. I should be able to go to a doctor and say, I trust this doctor with my life. I trust that they will ask me what is going on with me and how we can fix me. But see, I went to doctors before, and not all of them are like that. They try to tell you what they think is going on with you, and they don't even listen to the patient. I went to a neurologist. You know, I got a referral to go there, and I went to a neurologist, and I told him my problems. I said, look, I'm having a lot of things go on. I can't remember a lot of stuff from a day or two ago. I can't even remember what I did sometimes a couple days ago. I used to be able to remember, you know, a couple weeks, maybe a couple months back. Now, sometimes I can't even remember a day ago. And there's some part of my brain. It doesn't mean that I don't remember everything. It's just a part of my brain that got hit real hard over here on my right side in the front. And then I got my neck jammed and stuff, and my spine jammed really bad. You know, it did something to certain parts of my brain that I kind of don't have any control of. Like, if I'm in a certain position, I'll be shaking. Like, I'll shake like this. Like, if my hands are a certain way, I'll go like this and stuff. So you don't see it because I don't show you my whole body and stuff on the camera when I'm on here. But yeah, anyway, these problems, I know if I go somewhere and a doctor, I know right when they start talking and when they ask me certain questions, if they're actually going to have a chance of helping me. And I know when they say, oh, well, I'm gonna order you these tests and stuff like that. It's I already know how the whole thing's gonna probably be, and it's like, look, refer me to someone, which this is what I will be doing again. I already went through this, and the lady I went to, she told me the only good thing she told me was to eat healthy. She said, eat healthy and that will help. And she's right. It does. It helps tremendously when you eat healthy. You know, I don't eat no bullshit. I don't eat in McDonald's. I don't go to restaurants. I don't do anything. I eat celery. I eat oatmeal. I eat things that people probably don't really eat too much. I eat good, but I'm still overweight. There's something with me that's, my metabolism is something, but anyway, that's not, I'm not really on this video to talk about my health, but what I'm saying is this lady, she just blew off everything else I told her about how my neck gets stiff and sore, my lower back is messed up. I still have pressure in my head, I still have pressure in my eyes. I still have a lot of things that are going on cognitively and a lot of things. Sometimes I feel like I can't swallow right and all these things. And I have a hypersensitivity to certain foods and medications. Anything that I take, I'm hypersensitive to because I think I was always like that. But I think after my concussion, it made me even more hypersensitive to everything. I'm hypersensitive to smells like candles and sprays and everything. If I smell that stuff, I go into like a panic mode. Like it's something I can't control. It's something that happened when I had this concussion. It caused me to I get absolutely panicky and like horrified. I can't explain it. And those of you who have regular anxiety, anxiety is nothing. Anxiety is nothing. I know what anxiety is. I know what having sweaty palms and breathing a little hard and swallowing because you're nervous or you get caught in these little anxiety attacks. That is nothing compared to when you start having these panic episodes where you panic and you actually cannot breathe and you can't think of the next step ahead and you can't swallow and you feel like you're gonna have a heart attack and all these things. See, my thing got amplified by like 3 or 4 times than what it was before. I know what it is to get in those type of panic attacks. But me, I get things that are way, way, way worse than that. I mean, I call them horror attacks because that's how bad it gets with me sometimes. And that's why I say, like, I have to move. I have to do something. I have to get on here and do a video because I was laying here and I was kind of getting one earlier. I started thinking of things and it was starting to go, and I know when it's coming. I can feel it coming. I just know in my psyche when this stuff's coming. But yeah, that's why I just, it's a shame to say this, but I know probably about 90 out of 100 doctors are probably just there for a job. They're just there to make a living, and they really don't have a passion to really, really help somebody, everybody that they come across. Not just one person, not just picking and choosing or saying, okay, this lady's old, so let's give her more care, or this guy or this girl is younger, so they're younger, they can handle it. We'll just see if something's maybe going on and give them a couple tests. No, see, it's going to take more than that with me. It's going to take a type of specialist to get to the root of what's going on with me, because what I think is going on is I'm having something happen to my brain and my spinal cord going up into my neck, into my head. Something happened traumatically at one time, and that never goes away. People don't understand these things. When you have a head injury or a brain injury or a severe concussion, matter of fact, I had a couple concussions. I didn't have just one severe concussion. I had, in my life, I think I had 3 concussions in my life. I think I had 3 of them. I know I had 2 in football, and I think I had one when I was playing around wrestling with my friends. I landed on my head real hard, and my arm got jammed too in the process. And that might be the reason why my shoulder's a little messed up too, because this is the shoulder that happened years and years ago. But yeah, like it's not the first time that I hit my head hard. And but that time was severe enough to cause permanent things in my life. And I'm still having, I'm looking out my window now, and I'm still having the vision things. I'm still having the floaters and the static, like the green, yellow, purple, orange little static things go like this, like a TV screen when you turn it off and it goes and there's them black and white dots. Well, that's what I see in my vision all the time, 24 hours a day. I see it slightly. It's slightly there. Like if you had 1 to 100 of how much of that static was on the screen, if you would go down to about 6%, 7% from a 1 to 100, it's somewhere around there. It's like 8%, 7-8%. I can still see it there, like floating around and moving. And sometimes it's moving slower, and sometimes it's going really fast. I think when my blood pressure goes up, my blood's flowing to my head and it's doing something. I don't know if there's some kind of blockage there, or there's something going on with my cerebral fluid in my head. I don't know. I really don't know. And I know this is like a rant about my health and other things, and it's really hard for me to make decisions to go to the doctor. It's really hard for me to just call places and make the simplest decisions with things like this. And it's just to a point where I know that I have to, eventually I'm going to have to go. And I don't know why I keep waiting. I need to do something now. I need to not wait. But yeah, it's a shame when you can't trust going to the doctor, or you don't want to go because you know that they're just going to look at you just like another person there. Because I know I went through this before. I did it before. And the kind of care that I need, I don't know if I'm going to get that. I honestly don't know if I'm going to get that. I really don't. And that's why I don't give my hopes up. I don't even know why I'm doing this video. I have no idea why I'm doing this, but I don't give my hopes up for stuff like this. Like, I'm not going to think that I'm going to get the help that is needed, because I thought that back in, when was it? 2000, I forget when the first time I went to the doctors. I forget if it was 2000 something. Then the other time I went was 2016 to 2017. And then I went a couple years ago and nothing happened. This is when I made another decision to go, and I did not want to do it again. Now here we are for the 3rd or 4th time. It was, I think I went back in like 2010, 2011 a couple times, but I didn't go for my head and stuff. I went for all the other problems that are happening with, like, having this severe panic stuff and not being able to breathe like really, normally and stuff. And that all has to do, your brain controls so many things. Your brain controls your swallowing. Your brain controls your breathing. It controls how your nervous system is. So this is what I'm saying. I've been having these things go on for 16, 17, almost 18 years now. And it's just like, holy shit. It's like, it just gets to the point where, that's why I tell y'all, sometimes you just can't deal with it anymore. But then the people that are supposed to help, or the people that are supposed to be there, to help you try to resolve the problem, then you don't even know if they really want to help you resolve the problem. I know that I do. I don't know if they do. And then they just want to go, oh, well, we'll give you this test and stuff. There is higher quality tests that they can give people like me. There are places that are top notch with these types of things, and that's the things I need. I need to go to somewhere that knows what they're doing. I don't need to go to some mom and pop's place where they're just going to do a little x-ray or something like that or whatever. I don't need that. I need to go and get things connected to my brain and get, a thing on my back and stuff. It's like, it's just, I don't know. I know this is a complete rant, but I don't know. That's why I have a fear of going to the doctors. And, everyone keeps going, oh, well, why don't you go to the doctors? And it's like, they just don't understand. They don't understand. I already went through this with American doctors here. And you have to get a referral. You have to go to a doctor that refers you to a doctor. So if that doctor is not a good doctor, then they're going to refer you to someone that's not good either. So if I don't start out with a good one, if I don't start out with a doctor that loves helping people to find out what's going on, then it's not going to happen, And I know it could be worse, but still, these things eventually, I'm 36 years old, and I'm talking about these things. You don't usually hear a 36-year-old guy complaining about his health and stuff unless he's either overweight or he has cancer or something like that. So it's just a pain in the ass. It's a pain in the ass. That's why I tell y'all, the reason I'm doing these videos is so that you stay healthy, so that you don't get into predicaments that I get into. Don't get in a situation where you can get your head hit really hard. I'm telling you, stay away from this shit because it'll change your life forever. You'll never be the same person. So don't say I didn't tell you. All right, anyway, stay up, stay lowly, resonate.